Hello, everyone. I'm going to teach you how to run your own online application by having both JavaScript and Python as a backend at the same time. Let's get to it. So, so this is deployed on the Next.js framework. It's a very popular React framework. If you go to the Next.js website and click onto the templates, you'll be brought to Vercel. Uh, Vercel is partnered, or I think they're actually a company of Next.js, but you can host applications on it for free until you hit the server limits. But as long as you're hobbyist like myself, you should be plenty of time for you to run a free server every month. So if you go through the templates, probably the easiest way to get started would be to click on the Python frameworks. Here you got between Django, Flask, and Fast API that you could select from. So if you click on the Next.js Flask starter, uh, it'll take you over to their GitHub repository. If you click the link, and then it's a pretty standard installation, doing an npm install. Um, so when it's all said and done, you'll have your Flask app, Python backend Next.js application ready to go. Um, in my case, it's a little bit modified because I uh, grew my application and I also have it configured to run on both. So basically, you have this next config.js. As long as you follow download the template, it will upload with the proper configuration to run Flask on the back end. So what this is saying that anything that hits your API route will automatically be forwarded to your Flask server, which is configured in the package.json Flask directive. But then if you but then once you're deployed, just the API route's going to default to your Flask server. So up here, you have the API folder. I have my index.py file in there. If we go to my deployment, let's see, where's this level? Where's this? All right, one moment, guys. Okay, so this is my portfolio I'm working on. It's kind of still working on it, so it's kind of goofy. But then if you go to our API route, in this case, our route's accepting anything with the word Python on it. Oof. We go there and then we get our message, hello world. And then for doing your JavaScript setup, you'll want to make another API route. So Next.js is pretty cool because here, let me just close up these folders so you could get they do a file router based system. So anything, if you put a file, for example, project cards, um, I put a page file in there. If I go to it, what did I call it again? Project cards. It's going to send me right to uh, that React uh, code I made without even having to send a route. In this case, we're going to use it for API routes. So if you um, make a new folder, in this case, I called it API, probably not the best naming convention, but then anything that you call route.js will then become an API route. So here, if we go to, and as you can see, there's literally no Python in here. But if we go to there now, then we get our cool message. So this is these are serverless backends. So what that means is that once you make a request to the backend, as long as you stop making requests, that server then shuts off and it is not there anymore. As opposed to a traditional service, a server that could hold onto your state, this one cannot. So if you're wanting to store things on the back end, you're actually going to need to use a database with if you use Next.js and Vercel. But the cool thing is that you can set this up to run a number of different languages. Um, you can have it on Node, Python, Ruby, Java, or .NET Core. And yeah, follow these steps, and you should have a server running in both JavaScript, and then you can also install Express if you want to, or Python. Hope you enjoy the video. I'll see you on the next one.